Right, hello, welcome guys, and in this tutorial video we'll be looking at getting started with OpenVas vulnerability scanner. We'll be using OpenVas to conduct a vulnerability scan on a single host. We'll view the results and then we'll see how we could generate a PDF report of the completed vulnerability scan. So I've got here my King Kong or Linux Kong machine and also my Kali Linux machine. So I got that up and running. So the first thing to do to start OpenVas is you type OpenVas dash start. So OpenVas is already installed on our Kali Linux machine, and you can see straight away we got it's saying opening the web GUI on this address. So OpenVas automatically opens it, and you can see we've got https 127.0.0.1 on port 9392. So just click on login, and we have this page. The next thing you do is you go to scans, click on task, and then you could go on to this purple tax wizard icon and click on tax wizard, and here is then where we have to put in the address of the host we want to scan. So I'm going to open on a quick terminal, find out what my IP address is, and then do a quick net discover to find out the IP address of the Linux Kong machine. /r/24 there. Okay, so that appears to be the IP address of the Kong machine, which we want to scan in this example. I'm going to copy that, come over here and just paste in the IP address, paste, and then click on start scan. So you can see straight away the immediate scan has been requested, and this is going to take a while for it to get completed. So what I'm going to do is pause this video and come back when the status actually shows completed here. Okay, now so we can see the status is at 98%, which is almost completed. So I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes, and when this actually hits 100%, then we're going to have a completed status for the vulnerability scan. Right, so the scan is completed. As you can see, the status says done. We got total reports is 1, and this is the IP address of the target which we scanned. So let's click on this total report saying 1 here, see what we've got. And you can see straight away it tells us the date, the status, and the scan for this. So let's click on the immediate scan for that, and we can see the summary of the scan which we've done. So the results generated are 59 results. We click on 59 results, and there we have all of the vulnerabilities found using OpenVas. So as you can see, based on the severity as well, so for this one we got severity 7.5, PHP admin CV 2010-3055 also has got a 7.5 vulnerability, which is telling us the severity of this vulnerability. We could go to the other ones on the next page, and you can see as well we've also got more vulnerabilities being found. Also, we got one for OpenDocMan 7.5. So let's click on this one to see what we've got. And here it gives us a much more detailed summary. So it tells us the impact of the vulnerability, it tells us the solution, affected operating system or software, and we could also read about the vulnerability as well. So we could go to the CVE information regarding it. or we could go to the external link. So if we go to the security focus link, we should be able to see, right, because I'm not connected to the internet, I wouldn't be able to go here and read about it. But if you got internet access, you would be able to view more about these vulnerabilities that you've actually discovered. Okay, so let's go back. And one of the interesting things we could do is generate a report. So let's go back to dashboard, reports. Let's click on this one, and here you can see all of the vulnerabilities listed based on the severity. It tells us the host, it tells us the location. Most of them are web application vulnerabilities, so because of port 80. We also got one for SSH on port 22, but most of them are generally web application vulnerabilities, which based on the severity. Here is a shell shock vulnerability that was found, which is a high severity of 10.0. So what we could do here is we could generate a report. If you click on this, you could choose the sort of report format that you want. So I'm just going to click on PDF, go in here and download filtered reports. So you can see I've got the report being generated, so I could save this file. So I'm just going to click OK. And you can see this is a report this is just 27 out of 355 vulnerabilities that were found. So the download is completed, and I'm just going to go double click on the PDF, and there we go. Scan report November 1, 2019 gives me a summary of what this vulnerability is about, of what this vulnerability scan is about. We can see the host, and if we scroll down we can see all of the vulnerabilities that were detected using OpenVas. So this could be part of what you might want to submit with if you're doing a vulnerability scan. This might be part of your report also or you're doing a penetration test. This could be attached as part of the scope and part of your vulnerability scan which you've performed. So you can see here the one for the shell shock says this host is installed with GNU Bash shell and is prone to remote code execution. It tells us exactly where the vulnerability can be found on the CGI-bin/status. It tells us the impact, tells us the solution, apply the patch or upgrade. So it also recommends the proper solution or recommended mitigation for this vulnerability. So we can scroll through all of it, and it's arranged it based on the severity. So the ones in red are the severe or high vulnerabilities, and then as we go down we could get to the medium vulnerabilities, which is in amber, and review all of that. So I hope with this you're able to get started using OpenVas to conduct a vulnerability scan. Alright, okay, so thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.